Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And finally I'm gonna get through and paint this patrol theme. These 18 figurines, quite big. That's quite a big scale. I already primed them in black, and now I'm gonna do some zenithal priming, and then afterwards I can use speed paints. So I already zenithal primed most of them. I'm gonna do a couple for the camera, and then these ones are gonna join the other ones in the dehydrator to be cured properly. Let's get the box out of the way. My beautiful Harden Steinbach Ultra 2024. I love this thing. I mean, it's not the best, but for me it's my first ever airbrush. I just love it. So just a bit of zenithal, the bits we need. Gonna be on the tip of the blade. And then we do a tiny bit at the back. Tip on the top. And that looks alright. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Perfect. Let's do another one. There's a female warrior I saw 2 seconds ago. Just replenish a little bit of the ink. Running out of ink inside my cup. And then we can proceed. This one I wanna for me. Let's see, all the important bits highlighted. A little bit on the gown here. Perfect. Tiny bit at the back. The sword, the tiny bit at the back. And that's all we need. Wonderful. Yes, I like it. I like it. I'll do another one for your benefit, and then we're gonna go to the dehydrator. I mean, this is my very first airbrush. I'm getting more and more confident with it. I can just imagine how good are the top tier ones. This is basically the entry level for Harden Steinbach. the one with the settings, with the priming and the base and the 3 different layers. But for this one I found it better to go, when I use a primer, to go full on and just regulate my finger, because it gives you more, the primer is a bit thicker than the other paints, so I like to be able to push it full blast if I need to clean up a tiny bit of clog. Yeah, I'm happy with this one, and I'll see you in a minute at the dehydrator. I'll show you the other ones as well. And here it is on the dehydrator. I put all these things at 45 Celsius. I'm gonna keep it in there for about 2 hours, but that's what it look like. That's it's 3 trays of 6 figurines each, 18 figurines in total. So to give you an idea what they came up like. I mean, they should be ready even now. It's even for half an hour with a primer, they're good to go. But since I'm here, I'm gonna leave them in for, as I say, a couple of hours, 45 Celsius, and they're gonna be good to go. And then I can proceed to paint them with the spit paints, the Army Paint spit paints. There they are. Hope you enjoy it. This is a great investment. If you can manage to get a dehydrator, it's really a great investment. So I finished painting the miniatures with the Army Painter spit paint, and I put them inside the dehydrator to cure them properly, and they're all in there. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put some matte varnish on there, some clear coat, and then do some dry brush, and then it's gonna be some more clear coat at the end of it. So yeah, here they are in all the glory, just with the spit paint from Army Painter. And you can see it's quite a dark choice of colors, I guess, but we see what it looks like after the clear coat and the dry brush. And here we are at the painting station, ready to apply some clear coat on them. We see what they look like after that. I'm gonna do 6 at a time. That's the first set, 6, and then put in a dehydrator, then do another 6 and put them on a different plane in the dehydrator, and then the last 6, and hopefully by the time I'm done the last 6, the first batch is gonna be ready to be dry brushed. And so then again till I get through all of them. I'll see you very soon. And this is the second batch, ready to be clear coated. Of course, I'm not spray them like that. I'm gonna hold them, I'm gonna take all of them out, hold them and spray them one by one, and then put them aside. And then when they're ready, I'm gonna put them back in the dehydrator. You see, with a bit of color, these miniature look quite amazing. These are bigger than the normal one, so come on, Alf, give them more space for detail. and quite happy with the result. Not too much work. Lucky enough the speed paint does exactly what it says on the box as you paint the speed. So yeah, there they are, ready to go for a second batch, and back to the dehydrator. And finally the third batch that I'm gonna clear coat. I have to say my favorite color of them all in between this speed paint was the pallid bone, which is the one I used for the horns, but also I used a little bit like a wash on top of the golden bits, just to edge it a bit, dull it up a bit. So that's a normal color of the polybone. You can see in the middle down there as well, same color. But then I've been putting it on top of this gold, just to make it a little bit more old, a little bit of grey, deep brown in between the chainmail. Actually, some gold I painted it on silver first, and then gold on top, and then the polybone, this one here, and this one is fairly just the gold with the polybone. There's a slight difference, very subtle, but I liked it. So this, I'll show you the very last piece. This one still made silver first, and then gold, well, black, and then zenithal white, and then silver, and then gold, and then the polybone. So yeah, there it is, good to go. Last batch, and then we'll see what happens. Since I had a tiny bit of a clear coat left at the end, wanted to stay there and dry, waiting for them to be ready after the dry brush. I go and got my talisman miniature that I painted back then without putting any clear coat on it. I put some clear coats on them as well. So now they're ready. I haven't played with them yet, so now they're ready and I can use them in a proper game. So I'm gonna put these ones in the dehydrator as well, and then get the first batch out and start doing the dry brush on the other ones. And these are two very similar looking miniatures, but the one on the left is being dry brushed, and the one on the right still hasn't been dry brushed. As you can tell, is very subtle differences, but I think it's worth going through the effort to dry brush it, just to make it a little bit more aged, little more lived. So yeah, I should have taken pictures video of the blue ones as well. The blue, the difference is even more remarkable, but hey, that gives you an idea of what we're looking at. And now in the same way, the one on the left is got his base painted in black, and the one on the right still needs to be painted. So yeah, subtle differences. And now same again, the one on the left is being clear coat as well. It's got a clear coat of matte varnish, and the one on the right hasn't been clear coat yet. To be honest, the one on the left was originally a tiny bit darker than the other one. I've been trying to do horses of different color, and also the skin was a tiny bit different. So there's a difference, but just look at the shininess of the one that's been clear coat, and look at the one that hasn't been clear coat. Is a bit more dull. So now I'm gonna do this one as well. That's gonna be the end of it, and then I'm gonna put them to cure in the dehydrator and show you final results, panoramic on all of them. And finally, that's the end. We are ready for the grand reveal. These are the elite paladins. They all belong to some sort of a knight order. I've been trying to follow the color scheme on the side of the box, which I will show you in 1 second. I'm quite pleased with the results. I mean, as always, the more time you spend painting, the more detailed it would have been, but still happy about it. As a comparison, that's what it looks like on the box. So as the elite paladins, this is the second group, which is the centaurs scout. As you can tell, the whole hybrid centaurs, half horses and half, I don't know, humans, I guess. Not very good looking humans, but yeah, they are humans. I've been trying to use different colors for the bodies, just a tiny bit. The uniform, even the uniform, some of them are gold, some of them are gold on top of silver, just a slight difference. And there's the color scheme on the box. Centaurs Scouts. Next one is the Dark Warriors. I think the last one I did anti-clockwise for some reason. Doesn't really matter, but let's create a little bit of confusion from my brain and yours. Thing is that if I go this way, I'm gonna show them in the same order as they are represented in the box when I show you the color scheme that's printed on the box. Not much difference really, but yeah, as we say it again, these are the Dark Warriors. They're quite pleasing to the eye, quite well detailed. And the color scheme on the box is this one here. And then last but not least, these are the Minotaurs Renegades. They look menacing. They actually look menacing. Maybe the color tone I've been using is quite monotonous, quite dull, but I think that sort of conveys the image of this wild people living mostly in I guess forests or villages at the edge of the forest. bit more wild. Even I think these people are more wild than if they're centaurs. So here they are. And then finally I finished painting this set of miniatures. It was quite the only bad thing about these miniatures is that there's a lot of refinement that needs to be done with the plastics before painting. There's a lot of mold lines that need to be scraped off, as the color scheme on the box. Minotaurs, renegades, and I'm gonna show again the box as a last image. As I show on another video, I got lucky. I only paid £5 for this box on eBay. They're Russian made miniatures. The detail is quite good if you consider that it's a bigger scale anyway. It's a bigger scale, but very pleased with it. Very pleased with it. As a rundown of all the teams we see in the Elite Paladins and Minotaurs, Renegades, Centaur Scouts, Dark Warriors. It's a different order here than the one outside, but doesn't really matter. I hope you enjoyed the videos. Please give it a like, comment. Maybe too early to subscribe. Wait another 2 hours and then you can subscribe. So thank you for watching, and I hope you're gonna be back soon to my canal. Bye.